Oh, I think we're live. Pretty sure we're live. I think we are live. Anyway, what is going on, boys? We are here today doing a live stream for the first time. I am super excited for this. I am very new to this, so if I am not good at it, that is why. But we are live. We are going over the balance changes. Currently have 0 viewers, but that is chill. So, yeah. Let me just make sure we're live real quick. We are live. Bet. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. So we are going to be going over all the balance changes in the update. I'm actually super fired up for this. So yeah. Let me just make sure this is correct. Yeah, we're chilling. All right, bet. Okay. I will start in a second. Okay. Perfect. Let me quickly open a new tab. All right, bet. Okay. We are perfectly ready to go. This is my first stream, so if it's a little scuffed, that is why. So yeah. Anyway, getting straight into it. Doug is getting a huge buff. This is his. I guess this is just the buffs first. So yeah. He's getting removed damage and healing fall off depending on proximity. So actually, that's actually huge because now he's so broken that it's just ridiculous. Like I don't even know how to explain it. He's just so broken. He can heal so much. I don't even know. That wasn't even listed in here because it was kind of like a secret thing. So, yeah, which was cool. So, next we have Griff. Griff had an increased main attack damage as well as a slightly increased super charge rate. Which I saw the damage. He doesn't really feel that much more broken than what he was. Um, his gadget obviously was a little bit. It doesn't really do much. Like the damage doesn't really do much for the gadget, so it's not really the reason the gadget's good. The reason the gadget's good is to break open the walls. So yeah, that's not really useful. Next we have Nita, which is increased Bruce's HP, which I haven't really felt that at all yet. I haven't really played too many Nitas, but I still haven't really felt that, anyway. Next we have Otis, and Otis got an increased main attack damage, which actually I don't think he really needed this buff, to be completely honest with you. Um, he's really already pretty good, and then his damage on his gadget got also increased by a little bit. I'm not really sure why they did that because honestly, I feel like Otis is already pretty strong, but that may just be me. Next we have Ash, and Ash got an increased range, um, which is actually interesting because Ash, that's increased range. I thought it said range. It's rage, which is actually a really good buff for him, honestly, because I feel like he's gonna be really strong once he gets that rage up, bro. You know he's popping off. Like that guy, he once he gets his rage, it's ridiculous. So next we have Ruffs, who actually got a kind of a big buff. I'm not gonna lie. Increased main attack damage of 560 to 600, which is actually pretty good. And his air support gadget got a little bit of a buff as well, which is pretty cool. Not that anyone really uses that or will use it, but yeah, it's actually pretty strong. Next we have El Primo, who actually got an increased main attack. He also got a hypercharge, so El Primo is actually busted right now, compared to what he used to be. So yeah, his gadget got a little bit of a buff as well as a star power, which honestly, I mean, I guess he needed it, which is cool, but at the same time, he's kind of already a decent brawler. Like if people know how to play him, he's really good. So let's see. Next we have Gale, who actually got an increase on his super damage and slightly increased to his charge rate, which that's not really that good. You know what I mean? Like that's not that great. It doesn't really change anything for him. The problem with Gale is that if you buff him just a little bit, he goes crazy. So yeah, that is not ideal. Next we have Barley, and Barley actually got a huge buff to his super, which is really cool. I really think he needed this because he was low-key starting to fall off. Like he was really starting to get a little bit messed up. Like it was rough, but he's doing better now, so he's fine now. With this buff, I think it will actually be pretty viable on most maps. We'll see. I haven't really seen a whole lot of them even since then. So next you have Gene. Gene had a little bit of an increased attack damage as well as his gadget, which is right on 1600 at max range. I'm pretty sure because that also has a range, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Next we have Penny, who actually got an increased main attack damage as well as a star power Master Blaster also got a damage buff. So now we have the nerfs. Hypercharges got nerfed. I actually think this is a really good nerf, to be completely honest with you guys. There is no reason that hypercharges should have recharged in the first place, which it was a little bit crazy because you could literally have basically infinite hypercharge, especially with brawlers like Shelly and those kind of brawlers. So yeah, Fang also got a couple of huge nerfs, but I will say I don't really think they've affected him that much. They decreased his hypercharge damage. They reduced the hypercharge popcorn. Hypercharge popcorn no longer gives supercharge, and fresh kicks no longer charges hypercharge on kills, which is a lot. However, honestly, it didn't really affect anything about him that makes him good, if you really think about it. Because what makes him good is the fresh kick star power in general. That is what makes him so good. He can just keep supering onto people, and I do it all the time. It's ridiculous. So yeah. I don't think he will be, until they really nerf that about him, I just think he's going to be ridiculous for a while. Next we have Pearl, who got a couple of decent nerfs, actually. She got reduced HP, which I actually think this was a good nerf. I don't think her HP needed to be as much as it was for how much damage she does. I mean, she felt like she was almost unkillable there for a while, because I'm pretty sure she gets a shield as well. So yeah, I don't really know. Next, we have increased hypercharge damage, decreased hypercharge speed, which makes sense, decreased hypercharge shield by a ton, 20 to 5%. That is ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Larry and Laurie. Here it is, folks. Here it is. This is interesting because I think they should have nerfed Larry and Laurie a lot harder, especially Laurie, but they decided not to, and they only reduced his main attack damage. I mean, I guess that's a sizable nerf. Like, I think people thought he was going to be horrible, but he's not. He's actually still really good, maybe even the best brawler in the game still. He felt really good when I was playing him today. So, and then they decreased the throwing range a little bit, which I guess makes sense. So next we have Amber, who also got a nerf. Not really a big one. I guess this is kind of big in the grand scheme of things, but not like super crazy or anything. And then next we have the Dancing Flames gadget, which also got a minor nerf. That doesn't even really matter, to be honest. This Buster nerf actually makes me so mad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is frustrating because as a Buster, kind of, not really a Buster main, but I do play Buster a lot. I think I have him at Silver 3, almost Gold 1. It's like, bro, he 2 shots like less brawlers in the game now, and or 3 shots less brawlers in the game, something like that. It's crazy. I'm like, bro, why? Like, why change it? This actually makes a lot of sense. They disabled the jump gadget in the Shadow Realm for Cordelius, which I'm so glad they did that because they really did not. I don't really know why that would ever make sense to put in the game in the first place. Like, why would they do that? It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, I'm glad they did that. Next we have Colette. who got a decreased hypercharge. So all these are decreased hypercharge. So let me just go over this real quickly. They did this because they wanted to more so make brawlers stronger in their strengths and make their weaknesses of the kind of the same, which makes a lot of sense. So all these are really just hypercharges. So now we have changes. These are actually kind of like nerfs basically for most of these brawlers, but they just decrease most of the hypercharge. Oh, SK Brawl Stars, thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you for the comment, man. Anyway, back to I'm so new to this, so if it sounds like whatever, if it sounds bad, that's why. Yeah, but thank you. Let's Fly gadget got no longer charges hypercharge, bro. This is actually big because this was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You just press a gadget button and you basically get your hypercharge. I was like, bro, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why? But yeah, anyway. And then all these are really just like hypercharge nerfs, which I'm glad they did because it was ridiculous for a while. Like, I was like, bro, why? Like, they changed it. I think they're more balanced now. So yeah, I'm actually super excited about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go back up and talk. Well, actually, first I'll talk about it overall, and then I want to talk about some of the new skins and new hyperchargers that are coming to the game as well, which are already in the game. But I do want to talk about them now that they've been out for a little bit, and as well as talk about Angelo. So overall, I think the buffs and nerfs are really, really well, like really well made. I'm glad they did that, and yeah, it was really good. I just think that they could have made a couple other changes that nerfed hypercharges for certain brawlers a little bit more, but they decided not to. That's chill. I don't mind that. I like the game where it's at right now. I think that it is in a good place. I think that there's a lot of new players, and honestly, the game's pretty easy to understand now. I feel like for a while there, it was getting a little crazy with all the new hypercharges, but now, yeah, that's it. So yeah. So now we're moving on to Melody. Actually, wait. Well, I don't want to do Angelo first. Angelo over water. I will say Angelo himself is not that strong on his own. I feel like he's a medium brawler on his own, maybe like a B to A tier brawler. In my next tier list, that's probably where I'm going to put him, probably in the A tier. Now, when he has his super is crazy. I'm not going to lie. Like, his super is ridiculous. It's insane. I don't really know how to explain it. It literally, I was playing Mandy earlier, and it literally, he one hit me and killed me. I was like, bro, this is the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen. Like, it's just dumb. But yeah, other than that, I actually like his gadgets. I really do. And then his star powers are also really good. So Melody, we haven't seen yet. Melody hasn't come out yet, so we don't know much about her, but she looks pretty OP. She basically looks like Fang reworked. Like it's so funny. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about her. So yeah, and then the new hypercharges, Cordelius. Yeah, it was a good hypercharge. I just feel like it's a little bit broken because the brawler who counters hypercharges now has a hypercharge. So yeah, Buzz's hypercharge a bit broken as well. Definitely the two best I think in this. Yeah. And then El Primo. People are saying El Primo's is really bad. I disagree with them. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's better than the other two, but like it's pretty good. Next we have Bell. Magnetic, horrible. Worst hypercharge in the game. Then next we have Sprout Thorns. Again, really bad. And then BB's is actually pretty good. So yeah. And then the new skins. Yeah, all that's pretty much cool. Yeah, Lion Friends. Why? Why is this in the game? Oh yeah, the mecha skins, dude. The mecha skins, hype. Mecha Colt looks so good. Mecha Leon, Mecha Colt though, Mecha Colt looks great. So yeah, and then all the titles. That's really it. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Let me check if there's anything else that's like hiding. Oh yeah, ranked, but we don't really need to talk about that right now. So ranked star drops. Oh yeah, ranked star drops. We can talk about that. Ranked star drops. Ugh, I don't know how to feel about them. I think they're good. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more skins and less bling, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but overall, I think it'll be good. You're just gonna have to expect bling from it, and then when you get a skin, you'll be happy, I guess. And then the battle card backgrounds, bro, these are actually sick. I'm not gonna lie, I love these. Um, yeah, I wish I had them now. Oh wait, no, I do have them now. I forgot about that. I do have them now because yeah, because no, I wish they were on like the actual screen where you can see it instead of just on your battle card. That's what I was thinking about. I thought they weren't there at first because I didn't realize they were only on their battle card. But anyway, other than that, it's pretty much normal, I guess. Just bug fixes. So yeah, that's it. That's really it. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. I think I had like 3 viewers, 4 viewers maybe. But considering this is my first live stream and I literally just pressed play and went for it, yeah. So this was just really a test just to see how it would go. So thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and end stream. Hopefully it actually stops.